Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mindseye, and we're gonna do the Saturday weekly psychic reading, mediumship reading. So basically, what you need to know is that things are a little like crazy here in Connecticut tonight, at least for the energy, where you just feel like you can't get anything done, and everything, like as you can see, is like getting mixed up. You just can't even understand. But, right off the bat, let me answer here, one person, and I do see that you do have a connection with that person, seashells, but, I don't see anything really progressing. I see, like, a very, bonding, "Hi, hi, hi." I see bonding with that person. I see that type of connection. I don't see a romantic connection. But like I was saying, I mean, everything is kind of topsy-turvy. It can go either way. It really is a free will choice whether or not you want to pursue a relationship with them. And that's all I usually do with a love reading. It's very like set in stone for some people, and some people it's not. It really is a free will choice. So I do see you having like you're bonded with him like a friend, and having that connection that you're talking about. But other than that, it really is a free will choice that the energy is saying. It's really up to you both if you want to pursue a relationship. Now, let's see. With that being said, let's see what's going on in the collective. What is this energy that kind of came in really quickly and started slamming, especially with these wildfires? I see the 8 of diamonds. It was a type of cutout. No problem, no problem, seashells. But this collective was a type of cutout that kind of hurt. And it was really dirt that is just showing me dirt. So when I see the 3 of diamonds, it's a look of the collective. I put it on the table because I feel cut out and left out. So when I see the 10 of hearts, it's a type of healing that wants to come through, but you can't do anything about it. You sit there like, I just don't know what to do because I filled out the paperwork. I maybe pursued legal. I maybe did everything. But in reality, you can't even see it coming. The 5 of hearts goes, it's like a friendship that broke off and it was really hard. I don't know where it is. It is, I hear central and I hear like crying about this in many, many places in the world. But the 6 of clubs comes in on a way where you go about your day and you're just relaxing and you're having a day off. And then all of a sudden, it seems like there's a knock on the door and says, this happened. And you just didn't even feel it or pick up on it. This is where this Ace of Hearts comes in and says, I just don't know what to do, sir, but I think that I just need to go and get this done, I guess. So when I do see the King of Hearts, it is solid what comes through on that knock or the door or that revelation of something that might have happened, like the incident with the wildfires in California. I mean, it was really right in your face where it's this Joker. I'm just seeing like airplanes flying back, forth, back, forth, back, forth all day, and you just see the lines that they make and you're just like, I just don't know what to do because it's all around me. So where does the 6 of diamonds come in as a cut through to that? Because when you look at it, it's a solid round ball, almost like a basketball, but more like a bowling ball. Where is the pin? So when you see the Queen of Diamonds, it is on the table. It is that revelation of a unrecognized like disturbance in your life, and this is all over. that the Six of Hearts says, I just have to push through. And you're almost like on an autopilot. Now, with this, the Six of Spades is something that you can like throw like a shot in the dark, but you can't even hit the hole. Now, with the Four of Clubs, you can't even be there at the four corners because you're going to look back, forth, back, forth. That's the kind of week that it's been. And this is something, like I said, something was going to hit at least by tomorrow with this energy. And you just didn't know what it was. Where the Seven of Diamonds is saying, just get a group of friends together and have a chit chat on how to get it all done. Because I bet you on the money, somebody else is going through this. So the Two of Clubs says, you go in together and you're trying to see it all go through. But the Two of Diamonds goes, yeah, you really can rent a lot of things. And you're like, where did that come from? Where did this conversation come from? It's the Jack of Spades. It really is. It's something that slinks right through almost like an eel, and you can't even get it done. You just can't even get it done whatsoever. Now, with that being said, let's look at another deck because this whole energy is really talking about California right now. It really is. And then, we have this question on the table about FEMA on how they responded. But then also they have this conversation about North Carolina, how they responded. What are you supposed to do? This Ten of Spades is this type of outlook of solidarity, of being out of the loop, and you can't get anything done because you're looking at everything. You're just looking at everything and you're trying to figure out, but you are productive in your daily life. So let's take a look. What else is going on here? All right, Starseed Oracle. That was almost enough for me. I hear one person saying, but what is it that is going to come in like we have talked about? Like it was something that you just couldn't understand or explain whatsoever. I hear, wait, things are being woven and it's not time yet. This intuition of sitting and waiting, especially during the waiting of inauguration, where all of a sudden it says it's illegitimate, even though it was solidified and certified that you can't even do anything. Hi, Spice Cowboy. So when you see this and you say, you let it go, you let it go, you got to have boundaries with this energy that came in that's kind of disrupting it in your face without like anything. You have to say, I just want to be home. It's this feeling of, I just want to be home because it's safe. It's familiar. So if something did come up, then I'm fine. But when you actually look at this, it says star bathing. It's really crystal grid transmission activation. When you're going about your day, you're picking up on energies. You're picking up on frequencies. You're hearing it. You're feeling it in a way where you may not be able to say it verbatim, what you've heard. But really, when you say surrender to the sweetness, the pleasure and joy, make love to life, it's kind of like a double-edged sword when that comes in, when you're anticipating something, but you're not sure what's supposed to come towards you. But then you have to say surrender to the sweetness. But then we keep looking, and we've all been saying that there's something about tomorrow that you just can't understand. You just can't even understand. It's this like conflict, this anger, this softening to love. Now, does this have to do with the collective, the politics of this? What is going on with this energy? I'm seeing disarray. I'm seeing like a kick up a wind flow. You got to be grounded when you're going out and out and out and out and out and out and out. I don't even know where that came from. Where did that come from? It's almost like a feeling that you're a little codependent. A little codependent. And then all of a sudden you need to be home. Like you want somebody there. But then you go about your day and like you're fine. And then you come back in. What is it with tomorrow that is... You gotta get this absolutely done. It's a devotion. I'm seeing a lot of houses like it's devoted. What is going on where I hear deafening silence? Seeing like it brings out tomorrow, like this almost full moon energy brings out what we've been looking for that's been with us, like subconsciously. It's definitely faded. It hasn't been written. It has not been written whatsoever. It's something like you almost have to dig when you go about your day. But really, you have to trust where you're led. So if you're going to the grocery store and you say, I'm going to go to this store instead of this store today, then that's when you have to say, that's when you were supposed to be there. Something about being on common ground for the rest of the month. Frequency, it's happening again. Like frequency, wind. I'm seeing like lines, like if you had CB radio lines. It's something new. You survive this, new solutions, new beginnings. It's almost a go about order. It's hard to explain a go about order on when you go about your day. Like you go to work and you go to a grocery store, you take care of your house, you do all these things, but you have a go about order. Just go. And like I hear, don't worry about it. Just go. So when I see this and it says the void, embrace winter, this was something that I was talking about earlier, about 1 to 2 months ago, where it was hunker down for the winter. Just hunker down. Just do that. What are we supposed to do? There's something about like a coping mechanism, a density, an addiction, letting whoever you identify as God or your higher source in. Something about that. Let's see what else. Let's see our tarot. What do we need to know? Let's talk about FEMA. How they're responding to California and how they did not really respond well to North Carolina. It's a fast forward. It's like a propel forward of something at the best of logic. This is the Ace of Swords in reverse to the Chariot. The Page of Swords means it was like an uppercut to an undercut that caused chaos. Like a positional, like point of like a pivot move. It was definitely like an alleviation of a struggle of something that caused some happiness. But this Page of Cups literally says it was a takeaway. Like you take someone's coffee cup away and like say, you're done. And then just go. It was a type of recklessness. The Star in reverse literally says there's some unhappy, unfulfilled wishes that has to do with justice. Now, I don't know why, but I'm seeing Aaliyah she hasn't been like brought up in a long time with music, but there's something about someone sitting well. I see them a lot in their kitchen. I see them a lot at the table, and they think of her, and you see it come through on like a dent a day. What does dent a day mean? Mediumship. I just hear part it like pert shampoo. I see dentures. Pert dentures. And a go-to. And a go-to. This is a type of like hypervigilance of what was going on. What do we need to know about Aaliyah that's in connection to all this with FEMA and North Carolina? The pert hair shampoo, hair net. Get it going, like a brush away. Like get it away. Get it away. There's something or someone with energy that sits at the table a lot that has to say, get it away. It is something of like, it was foreseen when she passed away that something would go to it to be gone. Just be gone. It literally means that when you see the Seven of Swords, it was like energy, air cutting through. Almost like water, like how one of the tools for like cutting with water comes in. That has to do with an ending. Coincidentally, it is death. And I don't really say coincidentally in a psychic reading. When I say coincidentally, it is something that was already thought of. So as that like knocks my cards right out of my hand, it literally meant there's no happiness. There's no closure. There's no like being settled. And for lack of a better term, like it's almost derogatory to call that incident contented, because it will cause unrest on what was going on. Because when you look at the pictures, they really do have true sorrow about her passing away. So when I see, like, they're literally knocking my cards out of my hand, like, quit talking right now about this. You can't talk about this. No, I usually push on. But there's no happy grass gray. The grass is gray to get the day gone. And then I see DEA. There's something federal around her death. So when I see the Knight of Swords, I'm seeing this. And usually the Knight of Swords is someone who's sitting there who can throw energy, but you can't even do it. You can't even do it at all whatsoever. You can't even like throw the energy or throw the air like an air dryer, a hair dryer. There's something of a working of a trickery of magic, but the trickery is $3 bills, 3 $1 bills. There's no happy ending for that family per se, but the 4 of Cups means they came in like sipping their tea, which is like when you see this Wheel of Fortune. And I have to say, the Anubis, I want to say, let's look at the evil eye and let's look at the eye of Anubis because it's causing some sort of like pause. Because I feel like there should be more of this transition between political terms to daily life of recovery from major incidences that's causing even incidences of potentially losing maybe a job or health care insurance because you just can't recover. But then you're able-bodied. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Pleiadian Oracle. I haven't used this one in a while in here. You know, when I hear this go about order about Aaliyah and you can't get a GON, you can't get an order to get ahead, even with the DEA. Everything will be a standstill. Everything will be a waiting line. Everything will be gone forever. Forever. And I feel like Squints from the movie The Sandlot, and it becomes the timeline jump of like a hop, skip, jump of a play of a day. It is like this opening of doors. When you see a portal, it's like, oh my gosh, like I went right through and you just couldn't even do it. But really, when you see this, when it comes to Aaliyah, when it comes to the DEA, when it comes to politics in the current day and time, and it's opening doors, and then it's just like, oh wow, I finally got it. And you actually gesture like this. You have to say what's going on with this. There's like a throwing of energy, and it's very opaque, and it comes through very quickly. And when I see dolphin play, I hear frequency of playing along. So when I see Pacal's tomb, I'm actually looking at like South America. I'm looking at Central America, and I'm looking at Aztec and Mayan ruins. And when I'm seeing how intricate it was, you have to go day of play and be a bay, and you'll understand why you can't get anything done at all. But really, you have to be creative when you take a break. It's like almost everyone's saying you gotta take a break. Gotta take a break. You gotta forgive. But there's something else in this collective that's really going on, because when you can't even take a break, even though you could be homebound, you could be someone who's a stay-at-home mom like me, or you could literally just do anything. What's this like? We can't get together with family. Like some of the holidays were a little difficult of actually coordinating something. What is with this energy where you can't cut it out? Something about light language. When I see light language and I go about, it's an intuitive look upon someone. That when you see Ashtar, you have to think above and beyond and be creative of how to get things done during your day. Like you almost start stuttering. So when I see this and I see geometrics, you can't even see it at all. You can't even see it at all. Crystalline grids. You can't even believe it. So when you look at the crystalline grids and you're looking at the stars and you're looking at the clusters and then you're looking at everything else, you can't even be a bay and you can't even see it. There's something about this of being in like a partnership. So when you see it, you actually have to say, how is this regenerating? Where is this partnership? Where is this marriage and businesses and relationship? Where are the lines. I'm seeing the high lines. I'm seeing the stars. I'm seeing the pyramids. Where is this going with the fires and the natural disasters and politics, where we're talking about Aaliyah? So when I see more rope, I actually had seen something of a chain link. And then I also see almost a staph infection. And I don't mean like an actual bacteria. I actually see staph infection. Multiple people. Multiple people. All right, let's look at another tarot. Let's look at this one. This one is the Wild Unknown. All right. Eight of Cups in reverse. You can't even you can't even believe it. So when I see the Eight of Cups in reverse, it actually means like a type of like a get together that can't get done. It can't get done. Daughter of Pentacles, it's a young offer on the table when it comes to this. It's really, really hard. Five of Pentacles, there's a lot of loss in the collective with this Five of Pentacles. It is a Seven of Wands, which means it was highly difficult. There's like a lot of blocking everywhere. The Mother of Pentacles in reverse. This is something that is not sitting pretty. And it's a selling of oneself that is unhonorable. To a point of like improper solitude. The collective universe is saying, the energy. The Father of Swords says this has to do with something legal. This has to do with something law enforcement and military. That's a little like an old word called ungitation, which means like an undermining of an undercut when you can't get even a rock march done. So when I see the Son of Pentacles, I actually look at it and I say, this would really be the Page of Pentacles. Where is this like paper being removed from the table? It's a new journey. It really is a new journey with something. The Two of Swords really says that you're not to know what happens until it's right there with a knock on the door, which we're really not liking with these cartels coming in. So when you see this Four of Cups, you can't even see it get done. What the heck is going on? Can't even get it out. So for me, when I see this and I say, I can't even get it out. I can't even see past 2 to 4 hours at days, which is not like me. To the point where you have to say it's done. You can't even be. You can't even be. So when you see the Four of Wands, it was right there on the horizon. You couldn't even see it. Couldn't even see it. This is something that sits well. So I'm seeing a lot of other things come through. And I'm like sitting agitated. I don't know why my wrist hurts all of a sudden. All right. Let's try something else. This energy is so hard blocking. You're not to know. You're not to know. You're not to know. That's like here. You're not to know. What happens? It is a go about order. Just go about. Just go about. This is something that's going to give you ulcer. It really is like a luck. It flows well. A lockdown somewhere. Hidden game. Racketeering, which we already know. Instinctive. Use your instinct. Use your intuition. If you feel all of a sudden, no, today I need to stay home because I need to listen and I need to watch. There's something about heritage and culture on litigating and mitigating what's going on. Like you can't believe what happens more with the fires overnight. They're so angry, so angry. It's a type of power that's unbeknownst. It comes in at night. NITE. NITE, when I am only working like magician, it means it is a type of goal that has to get done on a certain hourly time frame during the day. To be the warrior, to be solid for the next day. So when I see this rune, it means ash, it means ulcer. Again, it means you can't even, I don't know why I keep repeating it, but I'm getting agitated with it. A gift. Something about a gift. Knocking. I see like a wheel of fortune, like a spoke wheel. They literally drop a ball down. Nadis, it literally means in this, you just have to see what you could do. Where could you cut away to be like solid? Well, I don't know. I mean, how many jobs do you have to work? One more run. Joy, like this gives a lot of joy to people when they do it. All right. My God. What do we need to know right now? What do we need to know right now? What is it now? They're just like the energy and like mediumship is, it's like everyone lost their souls overnight over like a radio. Has to do with judicial. What I just saw the Department of Justice. It's coming in strong. There's something of like, give it. King of Cups, no attunement to anything. So when the Department of Justice says there's no attunement to anything, it means that whoever this is, who's getting that offer on the table, a new beginning financially, they're kind of like this, just no attunement, just get out of here. They're not attuned to anything. Knight of Cups, nasty offering, like it was nasty emotions of a new beginning. A 41912. I hear 41912. Queen of Pentacles, they were good. They were really good. It's like frugal with money, but there was like no finality of relief of this whole thing. It was trickery. So when we're looking at this Department of Justice and we're looking at FEMA and we're looking at Aaliyah and then we're looking at this like end it. You can't even believe like how counterintuitive everyone has to be every day because nothing makes sense. Like I said, this Five of Swords really is kind of a knock in the head, but in reality, it actually comes through and you can't even say enough to this type of bamboozlement like that, to where there's more aggravated assaults and domestics. So the Page of Wands says it was a slowdown of impulsive control And that's when you see law enforcement really come in. This Knight of Swords is a perfect picture of how fast they have to come in at times to propel it forward. You see this chariot where they heard it, they felt it, they saw it. It was just in a word. They have to be right at the door because the Hanged Man says this causes such a pause with this relationship, like multiple, but I'm seeing a political, almost a military relationship that's highly guarded, highly like in a bubble. I don't know why I see the vent domes like in the hospital. The Eight of Pentacles is like, it was almost like no skill whatsoever. And you didn't have to do skill work or apprenticeship. But you have to see the Six of Wands it's like a retract back of a victory. Where is this victory? I don't know why I hear down South Germany. What does down South Germany mean? I'm seeing like a get together on trying to learn how to do something. It's deceitful walking away. You really got to go and kind of say, okay, I got like an hour and I'm going to go see this person. I'm going to go run this errand, because you're going to see the right person at the right time to get a gain on something. It's a struggle even just to get to the post office. But then I hear, no, the bank. Again, military, law enforcement, legal, justice, contracts, like flowing in. But I don't see a martial law like they've been talking about. I don't see anything that has to do with a 10 of days of darkness. I don't see anything of a 3-day scare event. I don't see anything going on. I'm seeing just it's like almost just go, because otherwise it's talking about honor, about keeping honor and maintaining honor, conserving honor, because there's bad like actual judgment to a point where some people are profound, like they sit and stare at you. What the heck does this mean? Aaliyah, like she's coming through, just like I just throw energy. I see a hole. I see a peer through. I see a piece of pear. I see a C wrench. I see a C clamp. I don't know why I say a C wrench. C wrench. And I see a DEI. DEI, continuing education. Now, the King of Pentacles means, where did DEI actually collapse? Where did it actually collapse? Where tomorrow we're going, what is going on? Like, we didn't see this coming. I don't think we're meant to see it. Obstructed, obtunded. It's happened before. Nobody wants like certain get-together to happen. They can't figure it out. It's almost to the point of grandiose thoughts. They can't complete a cycle at all. It's definitely happening where you can't even see it coming. It's passionate, though. It's a type of apathy where it's discontented, but you got to be prudent at the same time. Well, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? it really means there's no mastery of skill somewhere that's causing this disrupt where it is. I don't think this was really good. I don't think this was really good. All right. Let's see here. It is really, really hard tonight. It's really blocking. Let's look through the crystal quartz. All is a go about order, but in no about order, and sea ocean order to get a GEA. That literally means like you're watching all the ports again, like Delaware, like the port strike. You're talking about maritime law again. You're like, I understand that, but when does it come? It comes in when it's supposed to come in. There's a certain logarithm when it comes to martial law. It is a logarithm to actually have maritime law and to look at it and say, has everything been completed out yet? When I see this, you'll see it more like clear out on daybreak on a 06 of a 0528 to a 928 on the clock. That makes that incident with George Floyd on the 10-2 with that symbol behind his back make more sense. All right, let's see what else. What else? It's like every time you turn around, you can't get anything done because you're still babysitting the same instances. Because they have to get it done. They have to. There's an ending. It ended with a death. It ended with a death. This card in reverse truly means death, no breath of life. And it is something about how would that alleviate poverty? It's disgusting to say it like that. It's a nasty offer. It's been foreseen, but I see more. I don't even know why that's even coming out. Balance, something about actual checkbook balance, gold balance, 3 coins, gold, ill contract. No thief in the night. There's no thief in the night. There is a difficulty of a struggle. But when you see it, it actually like an alleviation of emotions of disappointment and loss to the look around of what was really going on. Because when you look at it on the Queen of Swords, there was no logic to like just up and do it. But it helped move on. It helped move on. No logic. No cutaway. No contentment to be done. So when I see the King of Wands where you're sitting like, should I do it this way because I have to get it done? That's where the reckless is. There's someone watching or something watching over and through more ways than one that actually comes in like a playful, nasty hyena laugh saying, caught you, caught you, caught you. Page of Wands says, it is, yeah, I should have did that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think I should. And then it goes, it should remain a mystery. But really, this is a contented mystery. When I'm looking at the ocean, I'm like, where did this come from the ocean? So you see this untimely death of a celebrity look at the ocean, then you see the airplane, and then we're talking about the airplanes. I mean, where can we actually make the connection? There's something going on of like a discontented individual group per se. Don't know where, because it may not even be connected. This is harsh. This is a really harsh reading on a connection. Highly, highly nasty, like I'm hearing like has to do with a family. Has to do with a family. Female energy. My God, this is disgusting. What else? All right. Inauguration. Why is the inauguration illegitimate? Why is it illegitimate? Something is coming through as brave of a trickery. They paced themselves really hard. It's happened before in history. It's a grotesque type of humor. The future, it was foreseen, like it would happen. It was meant to be a mystery. It's surrounding family. It's wit and fun. Toxic masculinity, where you couldn't put on the white glove service. It's going to be abrupt when it happens. A 112 to a 219. It's going to cause a loss in something. So when you actually look at it and you see this like playful with fun on a scurry about, when I'm seeing the hedgehog actually with this, I have to say it's ground level. It when I see this knife also on, you would say intuitively, because it's oracle, it is a cutaway of a cut, a bay. But with this identity, you won't even believe what identity it truly comes through. It's hidden like in a wall, like a fortress. Teacup actually comes through, and I don't see sipping of tea, but it's reminding me of hoodoo and voodoo and juju. Of a glow in the night, like this like appearance at night. So when I see the braid and you actually see the tinkering, and if you think of a mother maybe braiding a daughter's hair, or Native American braiding grass, anything like that, you're actually meditating. You're actually putting into something. It's something about the soul. So when I actually see the eye and it comes through as a look through, and then you hear a go about and a gain about, and give it a day. When you look at Edgar Allan Poe, when I see the skull, it's what sits with you. It's highly devoted. So when I see spider, like the cobwebs, especially in the winter, how it gains and I can't even speak right all of a sudden. Love is something about people sitting together, and it gives love. Doll. It is literally something that you just couldn't even see come through whatsoever. Because when you see humanity, it's like, this is normal behavior. This is normal get together. Pond. There's something about ponds and body of water and lake and flow, to a culvert, to a divert, to stagnation, to muck. To be like a Again, like this would be a containment order, flooding, power, house. I would say as is, as you see that card. Wildflowers, something grown, rooted. All right, let's look at the animal oracle. So we had dam, we had waters rising, but I don't see the 10 days of darkness. I don't see the 3-day scare event. I do see the waters rising. We have the fires. Why is it apocalyptic? What is this going around? Because I don't see the virtuous woman coming right now at all. There's something about a DAE about that. Yes, go ahead and type in your question, Space Cowboy, and I will talk to you. The horse in reverse is like a reversal order of something, like actual paperwork. It is something of a jackal to a Jekyll and Hyde. So when you see the lizard, you actually say you have to contain that animal. Put them over there. Put them over there. The elk actually says, I don't know why I see a stag party. The spider in reverse means you can't like clean up, like dusting the cobwebs off. The eagle, this is like nothing of freedom, but you see freedom. So when I see this, and I say the oyster in reverse, and I'm looking at New York, that you can't even see it coming. Can't even see the buffalo. That's a harder one. Buffalo, oyster. I'm seeing like a rubbing of hands doing this. These are nasty individuals going about. So with that being said, when I see the owl, I see a quiet watch over of trying to calm. Because when you see this, you actually see then New Orleans, you see camel. But then I see the Middle East, I do see Egypt, but I do see the camel cigarettes. When I see the deer and it is represented as a doe, in reverse, it is a no, can, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Earthworm. It literally is the full moon that causes this. What does the earthworm? Something of, I'm hearing it like one in mediumship is trying to put it right in my mouth. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Earthworm. Earthworm. A gaff means a type of cut in witchcraft. But it's not bad. Those who do have covens and they practice Wicca or anything like that, they'll do a gaff. Like they're not part of any affiliate when I see the peacock. So I see, yes, she is. She's not a twin flame. She is a soulmate. I still see it's on the table for you, Space Cowboy. It's on the table for you. Like they sit there at the table and they say it's right there. Take it. Take the opportunity. Just do it. And I'm not trying to be like nasty. I just hear like even in mediumship, I hear someone like go for it, go for it. I do see a reconciliation, but there's like a type of like a hard move on that you have to work together on. It's not the same, but it's not. Hi, Ishika. Raccoon and all that, even for you, is something like you can't even take the trash out on this. We have to deal with this, like whatever happened. She is, and I do see her wanting to move on. There's something like it's being blocked from me. It's something you have to do yourself. Highly blocked. I feel like I'm not to know any more details about Armani and you. Now, with this one, there's no charging, as you can see, even in like personal relationships. There's no charging at it. Why is there no charging? Why are we having blocks of moving on? I can definitely feel that with you. I can definitely feel I've seen a huge change in relationships in 3 years. All of a sudden, and then you try. I hear a large block. Large block. Scorpio season. There was no sting in Scorpio season. There was no going about anything. You couldn't reconcile anything. You couldn't even do it. So when I see the month of May, I actually see MAE also spelled, but I'm still seeing this with like political, like something about DEI. Why is this affecting everyone in the community to personal relationships? Because it hasn't even really gotten down the line anywhere. It was federally funded programs. There was no mastery in something. What caused this hiccup? Where it is when you see the Bieber, it is a playfulness of stay. But you could, yes, go ahead and ask a question, Ashika. There's no realm. There's no realm about it. There's no charging either. Not even in a battery. Where's the electric cars? The tiger in reverse goes. Go down to Florida. All right. Let's talk about crypto. So let's see how crypto investing actually will help or not help anyone in the future right now for 2025. I hear it's a good advancement through March, and I'm seeing that there is a block of an April to a March. I'm seeing like marching along the line. But a go for it is a June to a June Carter to a Song of Frequency to an August September to a fall and setting of a 25,000. So to put it plainly, you can't. You know, me Talani is you to make me speak Gaelic on that one. All right. It like depending, it's like a little deceitful, and I'm seeing an app that's deceitful, that's not gonna sit well if you are gonna invest in crypto. It is something that it will be fine for you, because I do see a like good energy, and it's something that you foreseen that you should do, and it will bring a balance in, that's temperance. But there's something about no contract. Make sure there's something about contracts. Read through. Something about a steal. It's happened before once or twice. It will have a like a less of a burden and less of a disappointment of a loss. But I do see that there is like, just watch your balances when it comes in and out, because there is something that you have to do. Yeah, you have to learn an initial kickoffs. Absolutely, absolutely. So when I'm actually saying it, when you look at the contracts, it is deeper than what you think, but you'll get the hang of it within a year, within the year, over the year or two, and we'll be fine. And I'm seeing a 2-3 at number 2-3 to help you like push on. This is what this card is trying to tell you, to push on. No logic. Where is this no logic coming from? Get it out. Get it out. All right. To close this out, dishonor, no integrity, recklessness. It was steal, and I'm seeing STEALE. It was a new offering, and you're not to know. It's to remain a mystery. That is for the week ahead. So when I see this, there is no emotions about it. There's nothing to do about it, but just sit still. So with that being said, that's all I have to say for tonight. That closes the rest of the reading for the week. Any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave a comment, a like, a share. If you feel like I did a good job, go ahead and send a donation or a tip to the Venmo, the Cashapp, or the PayPal. Other than that, we will talk to you soon, and have a good week. Stay safe.